And I want to welcome Leslie Gabola from Adapt-2-It to our program once again.
Thank you
for joining us, the home medical supply company of extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
And let's start with our chair here. We're going to start right here. What have you brought us? This looks kind of like a regular wheelchair, but it's not quite.
Right. It is kind of a specialty wheelchair. So there's always a push, as you know, in retail for the latest, greatest, lightest, most wonderful thing out there. So one of the things that has come to the forefront is carbon, the carbon fiber material. And we're finding that it is one of the strongest, lightest, greatest things out there. And so they've started to manufacture a lot of our medical equipment, specifically power chairs, scooters, and things like that.
Now, I don't know how well the camera can pick it up, but I can see that this is carbon fiber here. I can see this is carbon. Everything here is all the parts seem to be carbon fiber.
It is, and it's really nice. I mean, carbon. To look at it, it's actually really pretty. And we have carbon canes and scooters, and then this little guy. And one of the benefits, besides being super, super strong for carbon, is lightweight. And of course, that's what everybody wants now, because everybody wants to travel, especially Laguna Woods, active community. We're always traveling, we're always going somewhere. But
and
we
most
might not
power chairs aren't foldable like this, and they have the big motor in the back, and they're one kind of piece, and you lift it if you can even lift it into the car and out if you're going to travel with it. So people have to have two: one that's not mechanical and one that is motorized.
Right. In fact, way back in the day, we used to give a transport chair along with our power chairs, because our power chairs, you couldn't put them in the car.
Right.
And so, but that has all changed. This is foldable, so you just lift it up like a regular.
Lay it down on the trunk or the back of the SUV.
Exactly, like a regular chair, and it gets even better. These fold down.
But wait,
there's more. So you have the size of a regular transport chair, which is great. So then you can just put it back together. Everything clicks when it's together, and then you can turn it on, sit in it, and then use it as a power chair. Well, it is a power chair. You use it as a power chair. The arms go up and down.
Here we go.
So if you have to slide in from the side,
come in and out of the chair.
You can do that.
From another chair, perhaps, or something like that.
Exactly. And it goes anywhere, because it has the big wheels in the back and the smaller wheels in the front. So it's totally maneuverable. To go through anywhere you can walk, you can take this.
So does this really open up worlds for folks sometimes that didn't have the ability to do the traveling because they needed the power?
Yeah, exactly. I will never forget one of my first power chairs. It was to a 95-year-old man who got one, went out in the middle of his street, started doing donuts, and then looked at me and said, "Wait a minute. I can take this to the movies?" And I'm like, "Yes, you can take it to the movies, you can take it to the store." He goes, "I haven't been to a movie in 30 years because I haven't been able to get there."
Yeah.
So it just way opens up worlds. People can go out with their loved ones, they can go explore, they can travel, whatever they need to do.
That is terrific. And it also comes with a remote.
Okay, so this is the coolest part ever. So it's on. So hold this till it's green. Let's see. There we go. And then watch this.
Okay.
So
it's even more independence, because usually you have to have maybe your helper or somebody else okay, get you in this chair, and then let me wheel this over out of the way at the restaurant or the theater or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But you can do that yourself.
You can do it yourself. You can have your caregiver in case you get shaky or tired, and you can't handle the controller.
Oh, yeah, you had another aspect right there. We go. Yeah, so they don't have to be pushing it. Does this have the option to kind of tear everything off and just be pushing it as a regular chair as well?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So it's just these two red levers down here that you move, and then you can move it. It was still on.
It's getting upset with you.
Yeah, you can maneuver it any way you want. Okay. And since it's so lightweight, you can maneuver it anywhere you want, which is great. and easy. These handles are super comfortable, and they're about at a good height for most people. You can add cushions, but this has got a really nice cushion on the bottom and the back.
Looks like it's all ready to go.
Has a little pocket in the back, and then it comes with a strap that prevents your feet from falling off the footrest. So
and these can be a little pricey sometimes for folks, but do you work with most insurance companies, and do insurance companies cover these kind of, you said it's like the new greatest and latest.
Yeah, unfortunately, insurance has not caught up with the times. Typically, these are not covered because they're considered a kind of a transport, and you use them outside the home. What Medicare or insurances typically cover are things inside the home.
Inside of the home. Okay, well that's silly. Let's hope that catches up.
Yeah, we never know.
But speaking of that, I mean, your whole business is focused on keeping people in their home and comfortable where they want to be as long as they can. What's it like for you to be able to provide things like this, other services, other equipment, and say, okay, we've just extended your life inside the home that you want for another 5 years, whatever that might be?
It's a privilege, and it's an honor to be invited into somebody's home life, and to be able to provide them with a way that they can have an improved quality of life. Because at the end, that's what we all want. That's what it's all about. And to be able to provide that ability to help somebody through that, or maybe rent something or provide the equipment just for a little while when they're getting better, and then they're better. It's amazing.
And like you said, the guy's doing donuts in the middle of his cul-de-sac. So he's, people. I mean, you must see that in the people when they say, "Oh my gosh, this is so freeing. This helps me do the things I want to be able to do."
Exactly. They don't even know the possibilities a lot of times when they get something. My favorite thing is when people come back in the store and tell me how things have changed their life. Or I'll call them and they'll say, I still have that thing that I bought from you, in 2012, and it's helping me so much. It helps me every day. It makes my heart warm. So
that's fantastic. You're doing that work, and so people can. You guys carrying a lot of these different models, different kind of things, and people can come in and kind of take a little bit of a test drive, right?
Yes, and we have ones. This is a really good basic model for most people. We do have ones that recline. So if somebody needs that ability, we also have a manual recline, an automatic recline. We have elevating leg rests where the leg rests go up. So there are a bunch of different kinds that we can help.
For folks who don't know where you are, tell us where you are real quick.
24100 El Toro Road on the corner of Valencia and El Toro Road.
All right, Leslie Gabola, Adapt-2-It, changing lives. I don't use that term lightly, but your store does that for folks, and thank you for joining us. You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.